and welcome to another Cup of Conversation here on BRT2 TV. My name is Can Ghazi. I'm your host for the programme today, as usual, and I welcome you to a brand new year. Happy New Year to all our viewers. Happy 2018. Now, the first programme of the year introduces us to a brand new guest who I recently met at a special fete organised not so long ago at the end of last year, Christmas fair in Guinea, and I have with me now a man who is involved with a new, well, relatively new charity, a group called Zayder, and that's the Zeytin Ağaç Eğitim ve Yardımlaşma Derneği, or the Olive Tree Education and Support or Help Association, and he's representing the Guinea area, representing the group today. I'm very honoured to have Mr. Cemal Özcömert joining me, talking about this charity and how we, as the public here in North Cyprus, can help Zayder. So, first of all, Mr. Özcömert, welcome to the programme.
Thank you.
It was very nice to see you at the fair at the end of last year. You were there with your stand, with your information, and it was very good to meet you. Thank you for coming to BRT today.
Thank you so much as well, because it is really important to let people know about us, what we do, and what we want to do in the future as well. As you told you, we are a new charity, and what we try to do, we try to find people who needs to help, who are in need, and children, wives, and dads who are in need. I mean, so
this Zayder, I think what you're trying to say is helping people who are in need, families,
exactly,
women, children, any families who are in need of help, support, maybe for health or education.
Health,
yes?
Education, as in food, baby food. I mean, if old people are alone in their house, we are also going there to clean the house, to clean them, and if there is anything to repair in the house, we repair as well. Especially about 661 family that we're looking after them, and
a lot.
Yes, it is a lot, and it is going to be a lot as well, because what our imagine is to make them less, to decrease them down, because you know, many family doesn't need help if they, how can I say, if they are helped because they get money from bank and they cannot pay it, but they have 2-3 children who are students, who are going to the school, and women doesn't work. They are looking after to the children. There is only dead of the house is working, and the salary, as you know, is not high here, and the life is very expensive. So when he get his salary, he goes house, he start to make count for that month, and they pay, I mean, 300, 350 sterling or over that for rent, also the electricity, also expenses of the children. Yes, it is really high. So we are trying to help to them, to make them in a point when they come in a point that we can imagine that they can
support themselves.
They can support themselves. Then we close their file, but we're still looking after to them if there is any problem in the future.
Right. Okay, Cemal, let's go back to the beginning now. And tell us a bit about how Zayder came about, because I think you said that your relative, your aunt.
Yes.
Rabia
Özcömert. Yes, she is my aunt, and 2009 she was working in a dorm, youth dorm, as a leader, and she thought she has to do something to teach to the young people how to help to the people as well. And she started to go to old people's house to clean that house, to clean that woman or man,
Yeah.
and to give them some food, something like that. They make food on their house as well. And during that point, one of young men was died from drug, and she thought she has to do many things to let people know what is wrong and what is right. And the easy way to teach to the people who are young, they have to learn that from younger.
Yeah.
And she started to make it by herself. And also her husband as well. And by the way, 2011, something like that, 2 years,
Yeah.
she was doing small pieces to the families. And when families heard about it, called her, and she went to check if they tell the truth or not, because sometimes we can see that people used to live, how can I say, they don't want to pay outside, but they want to get something from associations.
Yeah.
They used to live like that. And she thought how she can do that. And she went to the government and she got their ID cards, something like that, and she searched about that family, if they have salary from government, or if they working in any place, or if they house on them. If there is not, she put a critter for herself that what salary is, I mean, 2,000 Turkish liras, and he gets 1,500 Turkish liras, and he pays 800 for rent, 200 for electricity, and he has 2-3 children. Their expenses is about 600, something like that. He got 1,800, but he has to pay 2,000.
Yeah.
So she thought it is not easy to live with this situation, and they are in need.
Yeah.
So what she did, she put on her Facebook to that family, and she want help from people.
Yeah.
And she saw that some people came to help. They wanted to help, and she took them. They went to the house. Also, people who wants to help, they saw that house as well. Also, they heard about their, how can I say, life. They asked everything about that family, and they wanted to help to that family. And she started like this. Also, she saw that there are many people, many family, they are in need as well. And she thought she has to do something.
Right.
And she opened a place where there was no electricity about 2 years. And she tried to make something for people, because, you know, we are all Muslim, all, I mean, Christians, something like that, but we have no time to go to church or mosque. But we have to do something for God, for paradise, you know.
Yeah.
And while she was working like that, she felt happy.
That she was helping other people.
Yeah, her soul was happy.
Yeah.
And she decided that she has to do something, as she have to find many people over the Cyprus, because she was doing it in Nicosia.
Yes. And then we have Zayder.
Yes, and
Lovely
Zayder is about 2.5 years before. Zayder is created
Yeah.
as
Zayder is born.
legally.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's an official charity, yes?
Yes, it's official.
Right.
Exactly.
So, out of interest, how did you get involved? Because you were saying to me just now, off air, that you sort of represent the Girne area, and that you are now looking to the expat community or the English-speaking community. Because you have English,
Yes.
you can now reach out to the English community. So, how did you get involved with this, with Zayder? Did your aunt approach you and say, Cemal, help me, please?
Now, for example, family who hear about us, because we have page in Facebook and we have members about over 29 people. They are our members, and we put everything there what we do, because we want to know, we want to let people know everything what we do, because you know, if you give me donate as 100 Turkish liras, that you tell me to buy food for a family. And what I do, I go, I buy the foods and take it to the family. I take its photo and I send you. Also, its receipt, I send you.
Yeah.
Also, I write down a receipt for the money that you gave us, because everything has to be legal, official. If you ask me about 1 month after, what did you do for my money? I can show you.
Yeah.
I did this.
Yeah.
Then you know, you can imagine that I do the right thing and everything is going to the right people, to the family in need.
Yeah. That's very
Exactly.
important, because people want to know,
That's important.
what did you do with the money? If I'm giving you a donation,
Of course.
you want to see, you know, what did you do with it? Did it go to the family? Did you buy the food? Or maybe the children needed clothes or something, or medicine, you know? So it's
Exactly.
good. What is your profession, really? Or is this now your full-time job?
No, I'm working in a hotel as a security manager.
Right,
Yeah. About 5-6 months before I attracted, I was in my mom's house and Rabia was there as well, and we were at the dinner.
Yeah.
And we were talking about this
Yeah.
zeytin ağacı, and I asked her, I couldn't hear in the Girne very much.
Yeah.
And she told me there was no volunteer to look after families, and she has just a few people to look after to Famagusta, Nicosia, Güzelyurt, İskele, and Girne. And I asked how many family she got. She told me 7 family just in the Girne, because she has no time to go over there, and there was not volunteer to look after to the Girne. And I talked to my wife, and she support us as well, and she said okay, and I said okay, I can be if she wants. She was shocked, because I'm usually working at night,
Yeah.
you know, and she also knows that if I try to do something with this, I have to spend my time to this, and I would have no time to give my family as
Yeah.
well. And I said, if I do something, and if I put everything on the way, then I can give my time to my family
Yeah.
during that months. And it was like that last first 3 months, I can say, just 1 hour I was seeing my son.
Yeah.
He was telling me when I was going there, or when I was waking up, he was calling me, I miss you that so much, I miss you that so much, I miss you mom so much, something like that. And there was just 7 families, and now in Girne there are families, about 22 families. It is growing up from Arapköy to Karşıyaka.
Wow, a big area.
Yeah.
The whole of the coast, North
Yes.
Coast mainly.
And we are trying to help them, that 22 families, as in food, I mean baby food, medicine, fixing their house, or giving them stuff for their house, because some family had no refrigerator. We put our page in Facebook that we need refrigerator. A man called us. I have
one.
We went there, we got it, we put their house.
Amazing.
They are happy. What we call them as we need food for families, because every month we give them. And we went to the markets, we went to the offices, we talked to them. Somebody told us, yes, okay, they are giving us, they donate us monthly as salary.
Yeah.
About 100 Turkish lira, 20 Turkish lira, 10 Turkish lira, something like that. And we carry them all. Somebody gives us foods, somebody gives us a baby pads, I mean also medicine as well. And we got them, we put them, also WoW, you know, Muslim people, they call us, they have WoW. We go, we get them, and we bring them to the families, because we know that that family has no money to buy meat.
Yeah.
But when WoW comes us, when we bring it to them with foods, they are really so happy. Also to the children, we give them something, and they are happy as well, especially children who study at the schools. We give their bags, pens, everything, every stuff we are trying to give them, because if their friend has pen and she got a small one writing down, she got, you know.
I know, I understand.
And we don't want them to live like that.
No, of course not. It's not fair. Every child should have, you know, the chance to be happy at school and to have all the things that all children take for granted. Okay, let's go back a little bit now, Cemal. I want to ask you, how do you decide, or how do you find the families? Obviously, you are saying there are a lot of families, and once you help them and they are above, is there in the UK, or around the world, it's called a poverty line. If you live below the poverty line, below the minimum wage, or where you get not enough money for your expenses, like you say, a man has to pay rent, electricity, water, gas bills, this, that, the other, and then left with no money, then you are below the poverty line. Is there a limit here where you say, okay, we will help you because you are below a certain criteria? How do you know who to help?
Especially their neighbor or their friends or the family by themselves. They write down to the page, and we got them. We want a telephone number from them, and we call them. Then we have application forms. With our application forms, we go to that family. First of all, we try to talk to them, because you know, if you just want to listen, what do they need? Believe me, you just want to help right now. But what we do, we go there, we try to find the problem. Exactly, we are going to the point, because they have problem. Okay, but why? Do they pay so much, or their limit is high because he has 2,000 salary, but he wants to buy chicken, meat. I mean, they call food from outside, so they cannot reach their money,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And we are trying to find that first of all. Then we get their ID cards, and we put we fill our application forms, and then from government I take them to the Rabia, and she search from government if they have house on them, if they have salary from government,
Yeah.
because some family shows their children as sick and they get salary from government as well. And we are searching if they have any illness. If they have, we want from their receipt as well, medicine.
Yeah, from the doctor.
Yeah, from doctor. And then we go to the Nicosia, we put everything on, we say that we have this family. He has 2,000 Turkish lira salary. We saw their rental paper.
Yeah.
We saw he has 1,250 Turkish lira, I mean, rent, and it is about 800 Turkish liras for kitchen.
Yeah.
What we put 150 in winter, 300 for electricity.
Yeah.
We count them all and we say that yes, he has 300 different with his salary, and he has no problem with government as well. Then we ask their neighbor, and we are going to the place where he is working. We ask about him if he has used to drink alcohol usually, or if he goes to the bet offices,
You know,
or
gambling.
casino for gambling. If there is not, if everything says okay about them, then we go that family as well again, and we talk to them. What we say, we are going to try to help to them, to take them to the line when they can support themselves. And while going, we get foods as from chicken to egg, you know,
Yeah.
tomato paste from to the oil, everything we
Everything.
get, and we go there. And then we check as well if they have any missing things, or if they have something to need to repair as in the house, or if they have problem with their owner, house owner. Then we go home, and after 2-3 days we go that house as well, and we check what do they do. They still have their food, or they make nothing,
Yeah.
because
The money went somewhere else, or
yeah, because there are some critic things that they get something, they try to sell it,
Yeah.
they want to get money, something
Yeah.
like that, that we have to check. Because if I imagine myself, you know, if I give something to the people by myself, and if that people doesn't use it, I'm scared. So you also the same. So I don't want people who helps us knows that that things that they gave us, if it is gone to the right families.
Yeah.
Sometimes they want to see to the family as well.
That's natural, of course.
Yeah,
to see.
they want to help. We say, okay, we go there, they try to give money by himself to their aunt.
Yeah.
We say don't do it, because if the family used to take money, they don't be happy when we take food to the house.
Yeah, they want
because
money again.
They're waiting for money.
Okay, I want to ask you though, so let's say you find a family and they need support and you give them food and you give them what they need.
Medicine, everything.
Whatever. But this, obviously, this is every month
Yes.
this happens, so you can help them. But do you also help them to maybe, I don't know, maybe the mother isn't working but she could work. The kids are at school, she's at home. Could you help them find work, to get them out of the poverty situation so that they can support themselves? So you don't have to go every month with food, or how does it work?
No, this is our aim as well, because what I told you, we are checking the family. If there is a baby and that mom has to look after the baby,
she can't work.
She can't work. But what we do, I'm working in a tourism sector. So in that sector, many people that I know, they are working at night shift and they want to leave their baby or their children to a house or a woman to look after them. We go there and we ask for them. We have family. We have a mom. She needs work, and if they need, they can give it to her.
Yeah.
It is about 500 Turkish liras for a month now.
Yeah.
If they have 2 children, if they look after 2 children, it means 1,000 Turkish lira for a month.
Yeah.
Which makes their life standard
Better.
1 point up.
Yeah.
That's good as well. Also, we have many places they try to help us. If dad of the house has no job, couldn't work, he is trying to find a job, we go with him and we try to find job for them as well. That's our aim, what I told you, because our aim is not just to give them food, to give them medicine, everything.
Because that's just temporary, isn't it?
Yes.
They will use it up and then again, same position.
If I give everything by myself, they don't do anything.
Yeah.
So we are trying to let them to look after themselves. So we try to find job as well. But what we do, we talk everywhere with everybody. First of all, we are checking what she can do or what he can do. He can work in as waiter.
Yeah.
He can work as security. He can work as driver. He can work as whatever.
Whatever,
Yeah.
anything.
Then we try to find that we do.
Yeah, so you can help them
And
that way as
when
well.
we see that they look after themselves, we close their file, but we're trying to check them as well,
Yeah,
temporarily,
Yeah.
because there may be problem that during that time we can feel ourselves bad. And now what we do as well, in Girne, in Nicosia and in Famagusta, we have charity offices.
Ah.
Yes, in Nicosia, which is our center as well,
Yeah.
which is just opposite of soldier office, where soldier office
The Asal
is
Şube?
Asal Şube, yes.
Okay, so where you have to
Opposite of
register
Asal
to-
Şube,
Yeah.
where there is our class as well.
And this is Zayder's office?
Yes,
Ah.
yeah, and we have class there, and we take children and young children, young people as well,
Yeah.
and we have psychological doctors, also teachers. They are all volunteer, and they
Wow.
give class to them. Yes,
Very interesting.
Uh,
And you have an office in Girne as well?
Yes, we have office in Girne as well, where the Vakıf Bank is next to the colony.
Yes.
Behind Vakıf Bank, on first floor, we have a charity office as well.
Nice.
There is new and second-hand sales. Also, people can come there. They can buy.
In this building, in this shop.
Yeah.
It's like a shop maybe, or
Yeah,
office,
like shop. Yes.
office shop, and they
Office
can come
shop.
and. So okay, now let's go to the bit where our viewers can help your charity, your Zayder, which is doing a great job. You are looking for donations of
We are looking.
clothing, anything that people can use, that maybe you can give to your families.
What we do, we call families to the office.
Yeah.
Because children, when we take them, they don't like its color or its style. The children is most important for us.
Yeah.
And what we do, we call them to the office, and children look after for themselves. They try to find something which they like, and they get it. Also, the mom and dad, they get
Yeah.
something for themselves,
Yeah.
and we just get a sign, not money, from that family. They don't pay anything for that.
Yeah.
But rest of the people who comes there, they get many things cheaper than outside.
So anyone from the public can
Yeah.
come.
Yes, they
Maybe
can
they can
come.
see something that they like.
Exactly.
They can get some. They can pay for it.
Also, wedding dresses are that
Really?
we got. Yeah, in
Ah.
Girne, they can come there. They can see that. They can rent it. They can buy it.
Amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
Wedding season's coming up soon again this year, so that's very interesting to know. I never knew anything about this. I'm sure many of our viewers didn't know that there is such a location. And so can people donate as well then? They can maybe come and bring clothes
Exactly.
or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah. Whatever you want, you can donate
Toys for
us.
children.
Many people think that if they wear something, nobody can use it. No, they don't think.
Yeah.
I don't want anybody thinks like that,
Yeah,
because
you can donate it.
there are family in need.
Yes.
They cannot find, they cannot buy anything. You don't like your jacket.
Yeah.
You put down there, but you don't give anybody. You put it into the bin.
Don't do
but-
that. Give it to
That charity,
the charity.
that family
Yeah.
comes there, they wear, they like it.
Yeah. And let's say now it's winter.
Yeah.
It's cold.
It's-
Jackets, jumpers. We all need extra layers in this weather. So
Nowadays, we need a stove, we need jumpers, as you said, we need boats.
yeah. What about like fires or gas fires or electric fires? Do you need goods for the house as well? Like anything.
We need anything. As I
Yeah.
told you, we have 661 family.
That's a lot.
Yeah, and we try to help to them in any way, not just to give food. We are trying to support them by painting their house, fixing their house. Until now, we finished 7 houses for families. We repaired 13 house. Also, we tried to finish 6 house, which is burnt.
Oh.
Exactly. We made it. We put all stuffs, ovens, refrigerator,
Yeah.
everything else that you can think what a house needs.
Yeah.
That's why if the people to sell their stuffs to the second-hand shop by nothing, they can give
Yeah.
us, and we can give to the family. If they want, they can come with us.
And
We can give it together as well.
yeah, and so they can see that it's gone to the right place.
Yes.
You have here a little booklet.
Yes.
And it shows photographs of the family. I know that my cameraman can't zoom in too much. It's black and white, but you have lots of families. It's very important what you are doing. from education to health. I mean, there's a picture here about circumcision. Some of the boys were circumcised.
Yeah.
That was, and you had a special party.
Yeah, it was last year.
Yeah, that's very good. I mean, that's very important. Something very basic, but
It is.
something that the families maybe can't do themselves, that you can help. You've got,
I've got two
recycling of wedding dresses.
Yes. Also, we have got two students. They are going to the university now. They are studying in university. We pay for them, and when they finish the university, what they say always, they are going to help as volunteer to us. And now they are helping to us as well, because this is a project.
Yeah.
This is a social responsibility project, and students also helps us. They
Yeah.
comes and we go to the house. We are painting together. We are carrying all the stuffs to the house.
Yeah.
Also,
It's really very important that our public supports. And as you say, it's a good way to give back to the community, to pay it forward, as they say. You know, what a great way to start the year, by supporting Zayder. And before we say goodbye, we still have a few more minutes before we end the interview, but do you hold any events where people can come and meet you? I know that we mentioned at the beginning of the interview, I saw you at the Christmas fair.
Yes.
At the end of last year, and you were there with your stand. But do you have any regular events, or do people just come to your offices where you are?
They can find our telephone number in our page
On Facebook?
on Facebook. Also, they can come to our charity offices, once in Famagusta in Maraş, once in Nicosia, just opposite of Asal Şube, once in Girne Center, next to the colony and behind Vakıfbank. They can come there, they can find. To find is easily. Anybody can find us. It is really easy to find us. They can come. We can help them. We can make something, whatever they want.
Yes. Let me just remind everyone that on the 6th of the 6th, 2016, this was the official date that the Zayder, or Zeytin Ağacı Eğitim ve Yardımlaşma Derneği was officially given charity status. And here is very interesting. We can donate via our telephone.
On telephone, yeah. If you send us message to that numbers.
Now there's the number 6474, and you write 10, and you can donate 10 TL.
Yes.
Or you can write 20 and write 20 TL, and you can do maybe a monthly thing or one-off. It doesn't matter. It's up to you. But that's a good way to get people to donate money. And also you have bank accounts here at the Türkiye İş Bankası. So you can go there and maybe ask for the bank accounts for Zayder, and you can give money.
Yes.
You can maybe sponsor a child, give them education, as you just said. Maybe you can, during the Bayram period, maybe give food, clothes,
shoes,
second-hand goods, anything that you have got out there that you do not need. I think definitely Zayder will be more than happy to take what you have, because as you said, a lot of people need your help. But once you help them and they are supporting themselves, it's good, isn't it, to see that they are now not living in such bad conditions, yeah? That's a good thing to have.
Exactly. When you see to the family that they support themselves, then when you go house, when you lay down,
you are happy.
You are so happy. Your soul is happy.
Do you need people to volunteer to help with other things, like to come? For instance, maybe there's a person out there who likes to paint, or somebody who can repair things, a plumber, an electrician.
Of course.
Could they donate their services as well to you?
Of course.
Yeah.
When we need to repair a house, or when we want to paint the house,
Yeah.
we go to the paint shop, we talk to them, they really donate us as well. For example, we get 6 bowl of paint, he says pay just 2. And sometimes they say they have a man who paints, they comes with us, they paint as well,
Yeah.
they repair. It is really good because, you know, we don't need every time, but when we need and when we go, and if they say yes, then everybody happy.
Yeah, it's amazing, Cemal, what you are doing. I think everyone should know about this, because not everyone knows that some people are living in such poverty here in North Cyprus. And, you know, it isn't very easy, especially if it's a man supporting his wife and children, and he's getting minimum wage, but paying rent, or, you know, too many expenses to feed the children, to clothe them, to send them to school, even a bag or pencil case, you know, books.
Yes.
Anything that people can donate. I mean, sometimes we throw away an old bag because, you know, it's last year's bag, but it can still be used.
But they cannot use that it was last year's.
Yeah.
But
That child,
other child,
it's new.
they are
Crazy for it.
getting crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. When are the offices open? When can people go to the office?
Everybody can come from 8:30 in the morning, and in Nicosia until 6 in the evening. Famagusta 5 in the evening, and Girne 4 in the evening.
There's somebody
because
there,
you know the person who looking after that charity offices, they are all volunteer. They don't want anything to be paid.
Yeah, they're just there voluntarily.
Yeah, everybody try to make it on their free time, like us.
That's not easy.
That's not easy, but we are trying to make something. We have to try to make something.
Yeah.
We all, because there are something wrong that if we are not 5 years old, government doesn't help us. So
you need all the help that you can get.
yeah,
From
we have to get help from our population, you know.
Yeah. Once again, we remind you, viewers, that you can donate via Telsim or Turkcell mobile phone 6474 10TL, and that'll be just one time. You know, however many times you write that message, you donate 10TL, or you can write Abone Zayder 20. That's Abone Zayder 20, and that's in big letters, 4271, and then that will be like a monthly 20 TL donation from your monthly bill from your mobile phone operator. There's also numbers here, although I don't know whether they speak English or not, these numbers, but maybe I can give you your, can I give your number?
Yes, you can
Cemal
give my
Bey?
number as well. Also, this is Mrs. Rabia's number. Also, you can give that number as well.
Okay.
Both.
Rabia Özcömert, who is the lady behind this wonderful charity, 0548 837 2327, and for Cemal Özcömert it's 0533 837 0251. And let me remind you, if you missed the beginning of the interview, that Zayder is the Zeytin Ağacı Eğitim ve Yardımlaşma Derneği, which is the Olive Tree Education and Support or Helping Association. I think if you haven't supported this group, make it a mission in this year to support them and to help the people who are living below the poverty line here on the island of Cyprus, here in North Cyprus. Thank you very much, Cemal Bey,
Thank you
for
so
coming
much
today.
as well. I wish 2018 gives happiness all the families, all the people.
Yeah.
We live together, and this year we wish all family can support themselves as
Yeah,
well.
get them off the
Yeah,
poverty line.
yeah,
Close all their, you know, their files and put them on the shelf and leave them. And hopefully everyone will be happy then.
yes.
That's a good dream to have for 2018. Thank you very much for coming in today. Good luck with
Thank you so
Zayder.
much as well.
And please let us know of anything coming up to do with the charity. We'll be more than happy to support you in future things. But please do go along to their offices in the major towns. Donate anything, your time, your money, whatever you have. It will be given to a very worthwhile cause, a very needy family. And with that, we have come to the end of this week's A Cup of Conversation. Until we meet again next week, take care. Goodbye.
See ya.
Bye-bye.